start with the first question to you. We did see the Shah Rukh Khan campaign a couple of weeks back. It was fantastic, and you have associated with Mr. Bachchan, and you've worked literally a lot of celebrities across all the years. Now, when you were launching Candere, you decided to choose SRK. Any reason why you chose SRK? And to be honest, the content in the ad, I found it very relevant to the list that we were launching today. It's about leaders, women coming out, professionals, a lot of interesting insights. That was my first reaction, but I just want to understand the reason behind why you chose SRK.
Yeah, interesting question, Anas. Thanks. So yes, it's been a huge moment for us. The launch was just not a new look, if you can visualize what I'm trying to say. It was also about expressing who we are and what we stand for, who we stand with. We wanted something aspirational. We wanted something that customers can connect emotionally to, and that's why we felt Shah Rukh Khan was the right choice. He's obviously more than a superstar. There is a certain timelessness to him. Women and men across all age categories identify emotionally with his character. He's championed stories of strength, energy, courage, love across the spectrum, and I guess that's exactly what we see in how customers see our brand. We also wanted to do something fresh for the category. We are taking a lead out into introducing jewelry for men, and we felt Shah Rukh is the right lead to have that conversation as well. So all of us put together, yes.
Okay. So I heard the word modern Indian womanhood and today's all leadership. So how do you see the intersection between the modern Indian womanhood and leadership today?
So this 2025 Candere Hurun India Women Leaders List is really powerful. One look at it and you get a sense of what the future holds for us. Women across India are leading in so many different ways, professionals, entrepreneurs, philanthropists, artists. It's a very broad spectrum, right? And what really stands out is not just their success, but how they manage it in a complex mix of responsibilities and aspiration and expectations, right? All of them are balancing emotions, family goals, personal goals, and career goals, right? All of them are different, family, personal, and career goals, and their own expectations that they have to exceed. So I think in this context, we felt this is the right platform to kind of talk about it. At Candere, we have a lot of respect for this. We believe our jewelry should speak to the aspirations of his overachievers, so to speak, and that's the better. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure.
So, what inspired women to start a list dedicated to recognizing women achievers in India?
So I think we've been working on a rich list for a while. I think women rich list. But then what we thought was, what would be more meaningful is to have a list that covers the entire spectrum of the modern reality of India, right? And when I say modern reality of India, India is not just becoming a business center, so to speak, or a business focused sort of growth. We want to be, I think we have an aspiration to become a cultural capital. We have an aspiration to, we are leading in terms of philanthropy. I was putting out a number earlier. In the India philanthropy list, there are 18 individuals in Hurun India philanthropy list who donated more than ₹100 crores last year. That number is 25 in China. right? And Chinese economy is 4 times that of India. So if you ask me, if India creates wealth and India progresses, we'll be a role model in many ways, which would be philanthropy to value creation in many ways, right? So it is in that context that got me thinking, if we have to put out a list around women leadership, it has to cover wider spectrum that includes all these 5 pillars of Hurun, which is basically wealth, value, startup, philanthropy, and culture. It is in that context that we started thinking about women leaders list. It's been in the working, this idea was in the working for the last couple of years, and we're glad we could finally launch it today. Yeah. And what do you believe brands, what is your brand or Candere, what specifically do you believe does your brand play in shaping narratives around women empowerment in India?
So if you look at the category that we're in, jewelry, it's always meant something special. It's marked celebration, it's marked legacy, it's marked love. But all of that has been occasion driven, so to speak. Right? As we look at as modern times, it's not so much only occasion driven. It evolves into just celebrating what you are, or being what you are, enjoying what you do. And these kind of things, it's about how people express themselves, it's about, how people make them identify themselves, how they wish themselves to be identified to the outside world. So these are some of the things that work for us when we try to present our brand. And at Candere, we are seeing more women buying jewelry for themselves, right? So it's to celebrate a promotion or milestone, all of those kind of things. We're still a young brand. We're connected to a group of people through this list who see jewelry as part of how they show up in the world. Our role is to reflect those stories, to tell the story in a way that inspires more people to aspire to be in those situations.
I think I was talking to your team earlier, apparently to finalize the brand campaign that's come out today, a couple of weeks back. Recently, it took more than a year of planning in terms of what the messaging should be, more than that maybe. So in that context, how is the rise of financially independent women influencing Candere's consumer and product strategy?
So this is very interesting. It's a clear shift in behavior that we're seeing. We're seeing people who are making decisions for themselves in terms of what they purchase, how they, and not just jewelry, across categories, right? How they pursue an experience, or they pursue education, or they pursue professions. And it's a clear shift away from previous times when elders in the family made decisions. Today it's like I told you, people are clear shift. The younger people are beginning to make the decisions. So we felt we need to talk to this category of customers, and increasingly that is what is going to drive how purchase decisions will evolve. A woman's financial independence and confidence are shaping not only what she buys, but how she expects the brand to engage with her. And that's essentially what we're doing on that.
And do you see this collaboration as part of larger cultural movement towards recognizing women's contribution more visibly?
So absolutely, I think
That is why we really created this platform with you, right? We believe what we're seeing is a very real shift. Women are leading across industries, from deep science to finance to art, philanthropy, across the spectrum, right? And we have to have the right messaging out to the customers. And when we see that, we say this is something that we wish to, look at and appreciate. We have to kind of take a pause, appreciate that. What stands out to me is the range on the list. We have first generation entrepreneurs, we have people as old as the late 80s, as I saw it. It says something about the depth of contribution across age and sector. When we tell these stories well, we make room for more women to be seen. And like I said earlier, it just shifts the generation.
And looking ahead, how does Candere plan to continue its support for women who are shaping India's future?
this isn't this is not a one-off initiative. This is a platform that we've committed to create as women leaders evolve and deliver more. There will be more opportunities for us to celebrate and tell their stories, and I'm sure we're going to be having interesting conversations on this as well.
Thank you very much. Big round of applause to Sanjay, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjay. Thank you, Anas.